Welcome to the Mouthpiece. This is your week before the World Series edition. That's right, the World Series starts next week, and we will be playing the $40,000 kickoff. Mouth Matusow will be there, and hopefully we will take down that crown. That would be sweet. We're going to be talking about my book, Check Raising the Devil. The most important thing in my life right now. Everybody who watches this show, go out, buy yourself a copy. It's $24.95 hard copy. Barnes & Noble, or on Amazon.com. It is a great book, a great read. I recommend it for everybody, not just because it's my book and I want to sell them, but you'll learn a lot from it as far as life goes. We're going to talk about my heads-up tournament. I just went to Calgary and how horrible I played. We're going to talk about the NBA playoffs, how Denver gave away the game and how Cleveland gave away the game. And we're going to talk about my hand of the week and anything else on the Mouthpiece. Welcome back to the Mouthpiece. First off, what are we going to talk about? The World Series of Poker. World Series of Poker starts next week. Yours truly will be playing in, and I'm sick of hearing all these questions. How many tournaments are you playing in? I don't know. The least I play in, the better I'll be doing. I'll be playing as long as I can, as late as I can, and when I get knocked out, I'll be going to sleep and coming back and playing the next tournament if I feel like playing. That's how many tournaments I'm going to play. I'm going to be playing mostly limit tournaments in the deep, the 10K limits, the 5Ks, the 3,000 horses, all where I think all the dead money is. The no limit tournaments I plan on playing, I'll be the 5,000 no limit, the 5,000 shootout, the 40K and the 10K. So it looks like 4 no limit tournaments for me, maybe 1 to 2,500. It might be as many as 5 no limits, but 4 looks like as many as I'm playing, and we're looking around 10 to 13 of the limit tournaments of the 10Ks, the 5Ks, the 3Ks, and all those. And I will be playing both deuce to 7 no limits that I played that I won the bracelet in last year. Okay, that covers the World Series of Poker. I will also be playing the 40K, like I said, so looking forward to that first event. And I hope all my fans out there will be following me through the first event, and that will be one that will be tough to win. Moving on, let's talk about Check Raising the Devil. Check Raising the Devil is out in stores, Barnes & Noble. You can pick them up $24.95, Amazon.com. Order your book online. Get a copy of it today. This is my autobiography. I worked really hard on this. It's a great read. I really, truly think anybody who reads this book will learn a lot in life. If that's the least they could do, and if I can make the difference for somebody, that's all that matters. Anyways, let's talk about DeepStacks University. That is going to be my training site. We're going to be opening July 26th. We'll have a booth at the main event, www.deepstacks.com, and you could take a look at what that's all about. I am the Dean of DeepStacks University. That means I am the main guy. And anybody wants to learn how to play, we have reactive training at DeepStacks University. So we're going to talk a lot about that in the future. Talk a little bit about that now. And my online poker week, things are still going well online. Been winning. I had one really bad losing day. I got it all back. Overall, I'm pretty happy. I think I'm playing good. I'm really working hard on pot limit Omaha. I've been playing pretty tight. But I'm learning, I'm loosening up a little bit. I made a couple moves today. When I played earlier today where I check raised a guy, I didn't think he could call, but I check raised and bet the river. I thought he was on a draw, and I was on the draw, and a smaller draw, and I picked up the pot. So I'm starting to open up my game a little bit in the PLO, and even though I'm still pretty tight, I get my heart back a little bit, and I'm starting to feel a lot better about that going into the World Series. That's about what's going on with that. Did you all watch the NBA playoffs Game 1? That's right. Have we seen things that we've never seen before? Do you believe the Denver Nuggets blew that game against the LA Lakers? Wow. That really took something to lose. You had one team completely dominate another team, yet find themselves losing by 2 points because A, they can't make a free throw, B, with 4 minutes to go, they decided to forget how to play. Forget how to attack the basket. What a joke. Game 2's tonight. Do I think Denver has a chance? No. After they lost Game 1, my money's going on the Lakers and under tonight. I just don't feel that they could have lost Game 1 and bounced back and win Game 2. I mean, they couldn't have played any better. They outscored them 62-28 in the paint. How are they going to do that again with Gasol and Bynum? They're not. They're not going to be able to control the paint, nor are they able to control the offensive boards that they did in Game 1. I think they're in big trouble in Game 2, and that's where my money's going in Game 2 of that series. Switching over to the Cleveland series. Hello? Did anybody see what I witnessed last night? I lost $29,000 on the Cleveland Cavaliers last night. It is actually my first losing bet that I've had pretty much in the playoffs. I've been really crushing them. That's why I bet pretty big on the game. To blow a 17-point lead to a team that was in disarray is pretty scary. What I witnessed last night is a coach that truly has no clue how to coach. The coach for the Cleveland Cavaliers, I mean, the offense came to a standstill. Everybody was gassed trying to defend Lewis and Turkoglu, and they needed to get fresh bodies in the game. It didn't matter who they put in the game. They needed Wally, they needed Gibson, they needed Ben Wallace. They needed somebody in the game. They needed fresh bodies. They needed to give LeBron a break. LeBron played 46 minutes. At the end of the game, the guy couldn't even walk. Every free throw came up short. Every three-pointer short. They were gassed. I mean, if a coach doesn't see where his team's out of gas and he needs to get fresh legs, it don't make a difference who he puts in the game. He had to put fresh legs in the game. Wow, what a disgraceful loss by the Cleveland Cavaliers. Can they bounce back from that game? I don't know. I thought they were a shoo-in to win the NBA title. And after last night's game, I don't know at all. I mean, if they're going to put it all in LeBron's hands, there's just no way that that team can win. So we'll see in the bounce-back game for the Cleveland if they can make some adjustments. You saw how great they looked in the first 10 minutes of that game and the first half of that game. I just don't know what in God's name happened where they decided to quit attacking and quit moving the ball. I mean, any NBA team knows you got to move the ball. What did they think, that LeBron could just sit there in isolation and shoot three-pointers like he did against Atlanta on one-on-one? Yeah, right. Anyways, that's what's going on in the NBA playoffs. My hand of the week is brought to you by FullTiltPoker.com. That's where I play, Full Tilt Poker. Also by Deep Stacks University, www.deepstacks.com. That's my training site. And my hand of the week comes by my PLO hand, in which one gentleman raised the pot, and I re-raised them with the Ace-Queen 10-4 double-suited spades and clubs. We're playing about 4,600 deep, and the flop came 4-4-10, in which I flopped the full house. I made a $750 bet into about $1,000 and $1,100 pot, in which he raised me all in, and I called him. The turn card comes a 3, the river card comes a 8, and he showed me the 6-8 king for 8's full. That's right. He moved me all in 3,200 on the flop with the 2 8s, no draw. And the old online poker software found a way to find an 8 for him for $7,260 to be exact. That's my hand of the week on the Mouthpiece. Congratulations. Okay, it's my favorite part of the show, the phone calls. Today we're giving away 5 books of Check Raising the Devil to 5 random phone calls. So let's light up the phone and see who wants a book. Hello.
Hey, Mike.
Yo, that's me. What's up?
How you doing, man? This is Matt Edwards from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
Matt Edwards, how you doing, buddy?
Pretty good. Hey, I just finished reading your book last night. Pretty good book, man.
Oh, you already read my book? Well, good. Then you don't have to worry about getting a free one. That's all right.
Well, you know, I like one anyway to give as a gift, you know.
No, you know what? I'm giving away 5 books today, and
Right.
Since you already got one, you don't get one. But
okay, that's fine. Well, I went and bought it.
But
the day it came out.
I really respect the fact that you went out and bought one of my books, and it means a lot to me. And
Yes, sir.
I'm glad you enjoy it. Have you finished reading it, or how far through it are you?
Well, actually, I lied to you. I'm on page 155. I just finished the part about the going to the Alps or whatever. And getting
Okay.
got a phone call.
Well,
so.
that's good. You know, I really hope you keep enjoying the book. And if you're at the World Series and you want an autographed copy, come by and see me, and I'll be more than happy to autograph it.
I'll do it. Question for you.
Yeah.
I was just going to ask you, for somebody who's just coming into money as far as playing poker, what should I avoid as far as partying and that kind of thing?
Well, my book tells you what you should avoid. If you want, if you want to be successful and you want to win, you got to put your head down and you got to go to bed early and you got to work out and you got to get up every day and you got to put your head down. You want to win.
Think positive, right?
That's right. And think positive. Now, if you wake up and you're tired and you don't feel like playing that day, you don't play. That's it.
Yes, sir.
That's how it works. And then you'll be very successful.
Well, thanks for talking to me, Mike. And
you got it. I appreciate the call, Matt.
Yes, sir.
Enjoy the rest of the book. And come bring it by. I'll sign it for you.
Okay, I'll do it, man.
Peace.
All
Later.
right.
Welcome to the Mouthpieces, Mike.
Hey, Mike.
What's going on, buddy?
It's Ricky. I called you on your birthday because I was nervous about playing for the first time.
Aha, Ricky. Yes, I remember you. How are you?
I'm good. I ended up breaking even.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I was up 400. I stayed up for 2 days. I was up 400 on the first day. The second day, I joined
staying up for 2 days.
I went on tilt, and then I went broke.
Staying up for 2 days is just never good. That's what usually happens when you stay up for 2 days.
Well, I stayed at the hotel for 2 days.
Oh, I thought you said you stayed up. Oh, okay.
No.
Let me ask you something, Ricky. Ricky, I got to ask you something. Let me ask you something, Ricky. Did you get a copy of my book yet?
I read it in 3 days.
You read, so you already got a copy. That's good. So I'll save.
Got it the day it came out. I read it in 3 days.
And what do you think?
I can relate to you a ton. because I had ADHD
Did you like my book?
I loved it.
All right, great. You hear that, everybody out there? Ricky loved my book, and everybody out there who buys one will love it too.
Yeah,
that's good.
Hey, Mike, I have a random question because my buddies and I were talking, and we like to get stupid sometimes, and we were wondering if anyone would ever, on Full Tilt, just transfer their favorite pro some money, just because, it's not
well, I get about $25 transfers, or about 4 $5 transfers randomly a day, if that's what you're asking. At least 4 a day. I get let's see, 20. I get about $130 a week randomly sent to me at $5 a pop. So the answer is yes.
That's hysterical.
Now, I don't know what they want. Do they want me to take my time and say thank you for the $5? Because I don't have enough time for that. So basically, I don't even pay attention. I just kind of when it's in my mailbox, it just kind of is in my mailbox, and I just whatever. But I think I appreciate the extra money that pays my phone bill or something. Anyway,
I would do that just to have a story to tell my friends.
Yeah, no, don't. That's probably why they do it. So. Yeah. All right, Ricky, there you go, buddy. I appreciate you calling. I appreciate you getting my book. I appreciate you reading it. I appreciate you calling. You name it, I appreciate it. You going to be at the World Series?
In a few years, hopefully. I'm 18.
Oh, you're 18. That's right. Now I remember you. Yes.
Well, thanks for being so
you got it. And if some way, somehow, hold on to that copy. I'll sign it for you whenever I see you.
All right, that would be awesome.
You got it. Take care. Bye-bye. You got 2 devoted calls in a row, 2 devoted fans. Both of them already have my book, Check Raising the Devil. Did you hear that? Both of them already have my book and have already read it. So for all you out there that are not going to get a free copy today, better get out there and get it, because this is your last chance for the free copies. Let's see who our next caller brings. Welcome to the Mouthpiece. This is Mike. Hello. Yo.
Hey.
Hey.
How's it going?
It's going good. Who's this?
This is Mike.
This is Mike. I'm Mike.
Yep.
Mike. Nice to meet you. Did you get a copy of my book yet, Mike?
Nope, not yet.
Well, guess what? You just won yourself a copy.
Are you serious?
Yes.
That is awesome. Thank you.
So we will have, Mike, we will have a copy sent out to you. Check Raising the Devil. I hope you enjoy it. And I appreciate you calling.
Definitely.
Thank you. And what's been going on?
Not much. Trying to grind it out online, but it's not working.
Grinding it out online is like taking a hammer and a nail and trying to nail through a piece of steel and hope it works. Because online poker right now is very tough to beat because of the Unlawful Gaming Act. All the people that are just like fishes can't get their money online, so it's most of the people are pretty good players that play online, so it's pretty tough.
Yeah, and I really don't have much cash to play like any of the big tournaments like live, so it's kind of.
Yeah. Well, find a local poker room, play some small live games. I'm sure you'll find a lot more fishes. So you got a question for me today, Mike? You got a question for me? Besides the fact you get a free book.
I don't know how many events you plan on playing on the World Series this year.
I hear that question a lot, and my answer is hopefully as few as I can, because the more I play, the least I play, that means the farther I'll be going in every tournament. The more I play means the worse I'm doing. So last year I wanted to play 22 was my goal, to play 22 events. I played 13 and had the biggest World Series of my life. So if I play 13 again, I'll probably match last year's results. So those are my goals.
Good deal.
Pretty much. And I'm ready.
Good. Sounds good. Have you had any good ones lately?
I've been doing great online. Was doing good in sports until the Cleveland Cavaliers decided to play the worst basketball game in the history of life in a half. Did you watch that?
Me. No, I'm not a basketball fan.
Oh, well, didn't even talk to you, man. Get the out of here.
Sorry.
No, I'm just joking.
Sorry.
All right. Hey, well, I appreciate the call, and give me a call anytime. And I hope you enjoy the book. It'll be sent out to you probably tomorrow.
All right, great. Thanks.
Take care, buddy.
This year.
You got it. Later.
All right. Bye.
Welcome to the Mouthpiece. This is Mike. Yo, yo, yo. Hello. Hello.
Hello?
Hello. Who's this?
This is Jimmy from San Jose.
Jimmy from San Jose. How you doing today?
Doing so-so.
Yeah? You feel lucky today?
Nah, not too lucky.
Well,
lost a $370,000 pot at a final table with aces earlier.
Well, losing a $370,000 pot is never good at the final table with aces. Well, hopefully this will change your luck. So I'm going to give you a free copy of my book today. How's that sound?
Sounds good. You
don't have a copy of my book yet, do you?
I do not.
You do now, right? Okay.
All right.
Well, I hope you enjoy it. You will really, I know you'll enjoy it, and I appreciate you calling. You have any other questions for me today?
I have two questions, actually.
Okay, you get one.
One is a hand scenario that I saw you play not too long ago. It was in Pot Limit Omaha. Okay. And the flop came.
I probably played it bad.
You didn't play it bad, but the flop was 8-9-5, and basically you check raised.
I remember. Is this the hand where I had the set of eights and the gutter ball, right?
You didn't have a set of eights, but you had the nut wrap. You had a Jack 10.
Oh yes, I remember this hand. I lost in the 10-20 game. I played a $11,000 pot against Oli Poli. He flopped a 6-7. I check raised the flop on the flop. I raised pre-flop. I had the 7.
You had the 7 jack.
I had the 7 9 10 jack, and the flop came 8-9, and I checked. The guy raised, or the button bet, the small blind raised, and I re-raised. I knew he had 6-7.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. Is that knowing that he has the nuts right there, why would you re-pop it?
Well, I mean, I could flat call, or I could play a big pot. I wish, as it turns out, I wish I didn't play it like that. But I was running good, and I, even if I'm still like, 47% against the nuts right there. I mean, I've got 2 7s, I got 2 7s, 3 6s.
Well, you're a favorite.
I'm 5, 11. I think I'm 14 wins. I think I had. But what I did is he put it all in on the turn, and where I'm probably supposed to fold after I don't get it all in on the flop. I probably should have just flat called and then flat called the turn. I thought I made a mistake. Well, if I just flat call the raise on the flop, then I could just call the turn. But once I re-raised the flop, I wasn't. I mean, I guess I could.
You weren't folding, yeah.
Well, I could. I had fold equity now, and that's why the guy played it the way he did. That was an interesting hand, actually. So I'm glad you kind of brought that up. I wasn't too pleased with the way I played it. I'm real new to the PLO, and I thought it through my mind, and I even asked the guy, "How would you have played my hand?" Would you have dumped it on the turn? Would you have re-raised the flop? And he said, it's it's such a big hand. It's real close. It depends if you wanted to gamble or not. And I know what the right correction was. The correction was to not come off the lead on the flop, to bet it, get raised, call the turn, and dump it on the river. And I made the wrong decision, and that was a big pot I lost.
All right, and my second.
You don't get another question. I got another call.
Oh.
So, but you could call me back in the future and hold it to it. And you got a book on the way, and I hope you enjoy the book.
All right.
You got it, buddy. Thanks so much for the call.
All right, later, man.
Peace. Welcome to the Mouthpiece. It's Mike.
Hey, what's up, Mike? How you doing?
What's up? Who's this?
This is Tim from Oregon.
Tim, how you doing, buddy?
Not bad. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. Did you get a copy of my book yet?
No.
Why not?
I've been winning lately, so
Wait a minute. Why haven't you gotten a copy of my book yet?
I'm lazy, pretty much.
You're lazy. So what else has been going on? I mean, tell me. I might give you a free book if you sound like somebody that might want one. Do you want a free book?
Oh, hell yeah.
You do? Come on, give me more enthusiasm. Do you want a Mike the Mouth autobiography, Check Raising the Devil, free book sent to you tomorrow?
Yeah, and I want you to sign it, because then it'd be badass.
You got it, buddy. You just want yourself a free book.
If you sign it, then hell yeah. I mean,
you get a free autographed copy sent to your house. It'll be sent out tomorrow.
Oh, hell yeah. That's awesome.
All right. So,
anyways,
what else is going on?
I had a couple simple questions for you.
You get one. One question. Give me one.
I was just wondering, what's the most amount of money you've ever lost in a month?
Oh, God.
That's my first question.
I've lost $2.1 million in 2 weeks. So I guess I could say I lost probably about $2.5 million in a month.
Wow. You don't seem like you'd be that crazy with your bankroll either.
Well, you don't understand. I used to be. I've gone broke 5 times, maybe 6.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Is that in your book?
Yeah. Well, there just comes a point where you don't want to go broke no more. Like going broke sucks. See, I used to play with random aggressiveness and random. I didn't care because somebody would always stake me or loan me money to get back in action, and I always was able to borrow whatever I needed, but the bottom line is I just got sick of sucking up and asking people to loan me money. I mean, I could pretty much borrow what I want, but it just sucks. And
it's funner having money anyways, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's just no fun going broke. And
I like stress-free poker. It's a lot funner.
And now I play a smaller, and I play within my bankroll means, and I try to not lose big, and I don't play as reckless. I don't play as reckless, which is good and bad. It's bad because I don't make as many of the big crazed bluffs like I used to. But you know what? I also don't
matter.
It don't matter. I mean, I just don't want to go. I don't want to.
Everybody's a maniac nowadays.
They are, and
you can't bluff nowadays anyway.
Thank you. And that's what I tell everybody. I'm like, you can't bluff. You know, I tried like 2 bluffs the other day, right? I hadn't bluffed one pot. I mean, every hand for 8 hours straight I'm playing online, the same people. I never show a bluff. I show the nuts on the river every time. I make 2 big bluffs, right? And both of them, I knew exactly what the other guy's hand were, and I got called both times. And I just stopped. I stopped and I said to my girlfriend and my friend, I said, this is a joke.
I have one more question for you.
Go ahead. Hurry up.
What do you think about diamond-studded toothpicks at the poker table?
Diamond-studded toothpicks?
Yeah.
No, for what?
What do you think about people that wear diamond, or that used, or whatever you want to call it, diamond-studded toothpicks? What do you think about the people that have them in their mouth?
People have you've seen a diamond-colored toothpick before?
No, diamond-studded toothpick.
Diamond-studded toothpick.
David Williams, ABC heads up.
He had a diamond-studded toothpick in his mouth? Are you kidding me?
It goes good with his red suit he was wearing.
Yeah, but David Williams is he's like
people have been giving him a lot of for him.
He's LL Cool J and Michael Jordan put into one in a poker player. With the only difference is he can't play. No, I shouldn't say that.
Yeah, the pros seem.
David, you know, David gets a bad rap. David actually is a really good player, but he has some problems as far as focusing and staying concentrated. and I've been we're really good friends, and I've been talking to him about a lot of stuff and giving him a lot of advice, and you know, if I can get David to hang around me a little bit more and not party as much and talk a little bit more about poker and really get hungry, David knows what he's doing. People that don't think David can play a lick, they're wrong, because David knows what he's doing.
I felt bad for the guy because he got dogged on a lot on the forum.
Well, who the cares if you get dogged on the forums? Look what they dog me all the time. I never been to a forum once till about 8 months ago, because I went there to stick up for myself about something.
I know, it's just a bunch of internet kids talking shit.
It's just a bunch of 13 or 14-year-olds. Who gives a shit, man?
I know.
You know, so...
All right, Mike. Well, I'm going to be looking forward to that book.
You got it, man. Enjoy. The book will be sent out tomorrow or the next day, so you'll get it in the next 3-4 days. Take care. Peace.
Appreciate it. Talk to you later.
Welcome to the Mouthpiece. It's Mike.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, what's this? Who's up? Who is this?
This is Robert.
Hey, Robert. What's been up?
Not much, man. Just saw about your book giveaway and was just calling in to hopefully get one.
Wait a minute. You mean you haven't bought one yet?
No, I haven't.
Well, what kind of fan are you?
I'm a poor one.
You're a poor one. Well, okay, since you're poor, then, mate, should we give this guy a book? He did call. He did want a book, and he is poor. And he is my fan. All right, we'll give you a book.
I am a fan, definitely. I recently wrote a story about you as well on PokerWorks.com.
Are you the guy on Poker? You wrote you wrote a story on me. I was reading a write-up on my book at PokerWorks today. I was like, wow, this guy.
Oh no, I didn't do the write-up. I did. It's a Where Are They Now series, and it's under the name Billy Monroe. It's a different, that's not my real name.
Yeah, man, Where Are They Now? You don't have to worry about me. I'm always around. Where are they now? Like, you could probably name a lot of poker players and say, where are they now? Because I've seen them all.
I mean, I didn't make.
I've seen them all come and go. If you ever hear me say they're going broke, they'll be gone. I know who's. One thing I'll tell you, I know who's going broke and who's not. That I know.
Well,
but
I guess that's private or whatever. But
yeah. So anyway, so you got yourself a book. Check Raising the Devil will be sent out to you tomorrow, and. And you got a question for me today.
How are you feeling about the upcoming World Series of Poker?
I'm feeling great. Starts next week, 40K buy-in. It's going to be the toughest field ever. But you know what?
Yeah.
I'm up for the challenge. I always find a way. When I play against good players, I can beat good players. And
how many events are you playing?
Once again, hopefully the least amount, the better I'm doing. Last year I wanted to play 22. I ended up playing 13. So,
I hear what you're saying, man.
So if I'm
out there, go ahead.
If I play 13 events this year, that means I'll be having a monster World Series. So if I play 25 events, that means I'm not having a very good World Series. So hopefully I'm going to have. I don't know if I could ever match last year's World Series because it was the biggest World Series I ever had in my life. But I'm sure going to give it a run at it.
Right. Well, I'll be out there for like the start of the main event. I'm not playing in it, but I'm covering it for a website. So
okay, well come by. If I'm not in the thing, I'll be signing books at the book. We have a booth right at the corner of the Amazon room where you walk in, where the energy drink company was last year. So I'll be selling t-shirts and hats and books. So that's right. I'm glad you brought that up. Anybody else out there wants a Mike Matusow shirts, hats, t-shirts, books, sign, I'll be there doing signing all that. So,
all right, cool.
Hey man, thanks for the call, and I hope you enjoy the book. And when you do, give me a good review or a bad review. I don't care, either one.
Of course, man. Talk to you later.
Peace.
All right.
Welcome to the Mouthpiece. This is Mike.
Hey Mike, how's it going? This is Steve Frazier.
Steve, what's going on, buddy?
Not much, man. I live in Rapid City, and I play mostly in Deadwood. And I was basically just wondering, how do you get yourself into a good mood when you're trying to think positive and you're taking
How do you get yourself into a good mood?
When you're taking a lot of hits, yeah.
Taking a lot of hits of what? Oh, like getting beat up in a poker game?
Hits, bad beats at the table,
All right, the first thing you need to do is you need to take a break when you're getting beat. And you need to either A, jump on a elliptical machine or a treadmill, or go outside and start jogging and get a sweat going and get them endorphins going, because once you get them endorphins going, it puts you in a good mood, okay, and it changes your frame of mind, okay?
Okay.
And that's number one. Number two, go out and buy a couple books on the power of positive thinking. It gives you some small technical things that you can do that can erase the negativity out of your mind and get the positive things into your mind. And those are the things that I recommend to do the most. You've got to, when you're getting beat up, you got to take some time off. And if you're not going to take some time off and you want to fight your way through it, you got to get your brain in the right frame of mind, because you can't win when you're losing, because you're going to think negative. And for some reason, the cards have brains, and they know when you're thinking negative. So
I definitely have seen that happen many times before.
That's why certain people like win and win and win, and you wonder, how do they keep winning? Well, I mean, they just think they know they're going to win, and they win, and they believe they're going to win.
And did you ever notice that they might have their girlfriend sitting right behind them? Like at the Venetian, it seems like it happens a lot. Like the guys that have their girlfriend sitting right behind them are just killing the game. Did you ever notice that?
Yeah, well, yeah, there's reasons for that, because people are probably.
I think it helps your game as well. I heard you kind of talk about.
No, my game gets better when my girlfriend's as far away from me as I can. No, I'm just kidding.
Really?
I'm just kidding. No, when we're getting along, my game gets, it's going good. But like when we're not getting along, we're fighting or stuff. I've learned to actually block it out of my mind. And
it really seems like I do better when I'm like, trying to get to the poker room. And
when you're in a good relationship and things are going good with that, of course you're going to be able to keep yourself in a positive mind. So that does everything works together, hand in hand.
Can I get one more question from you?
Yeah.
Cool. There's a 5-10 game in Deadwood.
I got a question for you. What's your name?
Steve.
Steve. Do you have my book yet?
There's no Barnes and Noble here. We just have books.
Well, that's okay.
Well, carrying it, but I could order it from Amazon.
You don't need to order it, because for calling today, you get a free book.
Oh, you're awesome, man. Thank you very much.
So I'm going to send you a free copy.
It's going to help my game a lot.
I'm going to send you. Well, it's my book. It's my autobiography, so it probably will help you with whatnot.
I grew up with some ADD in school, so I can relate in a lot of ways.
Great.
Absolutely.
So you'll be able to somewhat learn what not and what not to do, because so many of these young kids they get a haul of money and they just go and drink and do drugs, and that's all they do, and then they wonder why they're dead.
I've gotten away from the alcohol and the other bad things in the game, and I think that now that I'm not drinking them, they do.
Well, the thing about it is that what people don't understand is that drinking leads to doing drugs. That's the thing. It depends. It depends what you want in life. If you want success or if you want a party, you can't have them both.
Yeah, exactly. That's absolutely right. You pretty much have to focus 100%.
Yeah.
Just the last question. There's a 5-10 game in Deadwood where standard buy-in is between $5 and $1,000, and it's just really super aggressive. And it seems like the guys that I watch that go in there and try to play tight and soft. What's that?
Super aggressive is great. Yeah. Super aggressive is really good.
They're all playing like maniacs against each other, and the guys.
All you do is you play. People
try to play a solid game. Okay.
The people that play that you just play tight, man. You just play tight.
Yeah. Well, it seems like the people that go in there and play a solid game get beat up.
Nah.
So
no, I don't believe it.
What would your strategy be on that game?
On a super loose game, I would be playing as deep as I could play, whatever the max buy-in is. And if I ever got below the max buy-in, I would put that back on the table, and I would play super tight. Because if the game's that loose, now if they're not giving you action and you're playing super tight, then you need to mix it up a little bit. But it sounds to me like the game's really loose and you're going to get action when you have a hand. But when you do have a hand, you can't slow play.
Mix it up. What positions are you mixing it up in? Like the cutoff, the button?
I be honest with you, if the game's super loose, I'm probably never mixing it up. I'm probably playing aces, kings, and ace king, and if I can get in cheap for with a middle pair to try and flop a set, I'll try and get in. But if the game's playing
3-bet.
Yeah, if the game's playing that big though, if the game's playing like raise, re-raise, you can't get in cheap, to try and flop a set, I'm just gonna play I'm gonna play super tight. But make sure that you don't slow play and let somebody in cheap, because if they're gonna pay if the game's playing that loose, that you gotta like if your normal bet is 3x or 4x, you gotta make it like 6x.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
All right, buddy.
That helps a lot.
All right. Take care and good luck to you.
Thanks very much, Mike. I appreciate your
Enjoy the book, okay?
Thank you very much, man. I'll definitely call back and tell you how I think about it.
You got it later. Welcome to the Mouthpiece. This is Mike.
Check raising the devil.
Who's this?
Hey, Mike. Dane.
Dane. How bad do you run? Yeah. How bad do you run, Dane?
I run okay.
You run okay, really? Do you have my book yet? That's my question.
I don't have it yet.
Well, you are running bad because I gave away 5 copies on today's show, and you're the next caller in, and I've already given away 5 copies.
Oh, come on, don't tease me, man.
No, I'm being honest with you. I've given away 5 copies already, and I just that's why I wanted to ask how bad you really run. I mean, you are really bad, but you know what? I'm going to give away a 6th copy. Only because I know you want my book, and you did say check Raising the Devil right when you got on. And that makes me feel good. So, Dane, I'm going to do something that my publisher is going to charge me for. I'm going to give out a 6th book today. So don't say I didn't ever do anything for you, Dane. So whenever you look down the road, say Mike Matusow, who was giving away 5 books today, gave away a 6th for his buddy Dane.
You are the man.
I just split the deck in half, and I got 2 jacks. A jack of hearts and a jack of diamonds. What does that mean? What does that mean? Well, am I going to win the World Series with 2 jacks this year? Maybe that's what that means.
Jacks are vulnerable. I lost the big tournament with jacks.
I never. Well, I have this rule that I will never go broke in a tournament again. Since the 2nd year of the WPT, I made up when I got screwed and I had 2-1 chip lead on the field with like 16 players to go, and took jacks versus 5 twice, and then jacks versus 8s, and then jacks versus ace king, and we put it all in on the 10-10 board. That I would never go broke with jacks again, and I never have. So it's been like 6 years. But anyways, so you got a question for me today, Dane? Besides the fact you got a free book coming.
Just going to see what you think about the $40,000 no limit at the World Series.
I think it's asinine. I'll be playing in it, but I think it's asinine. I think that Harrah's really could possibly be, I mean, really maybe the dumbest organization of all. Why would they possibly want to break everybody on day 1? Because all them internet kids and anybody that could come up with 40 grand is going to play in this tournament. If they've got 60,000 to play in, they're going to play 20,000 in the other tournaments or play satellites to win tournaments. But they're putting up 40,000 for this tournament because they know it's televised, and they know that the winner of this tournament is going to be considered the world champion over the main event. I mean,
no, because
I think the structure's not going to be as good as the main event, but
the structure in the main event is much better.
Yeah,
I was looking it over, and
this year, if I'm not mistaken, the 40 grand's what, a 3-day tournament or 4?
Well, it starts on Thursday. It's over on Sunday, so I guess it's a 4-day tournament.
4-day, yeah. But that's
Harris is trying to make it sound like a deal because you get 120,000.
Well, that's just a joke. The triple chips, all the triple chips does is just going to catch up to the structure by nobody's going to be out on day 1, nobody's going to be out on day 2, and day 3 it's just going to become a shove contest because that's just the way.
Well, the way I'm looking at it, Mike, level 1 is 200-400 with a 50 ante.
Oh, okay. So they're starting you right off with the ante. Okay. So
you're starting out with 300 big blinds with an ante.
Right. Okay.
If you're somebody who wants to play tight and don't play too many hands for the first several levels,
right.
You're only going to have 100 big blinds.
So by the end of the day, you're going to be probably, let's see, 2-4. Then are they going 25-5, then 3-6, or is it going 2-4, 3-6, 4-8, 5-10?
Well, it goes 200, 400, 3-6, 4-8,
5-10. And what are the?
It looks like
it's going to go 4-8, 5-10.
It looks like if you're going to play, you've got to start playing from level 1.
Yeah, yes and no. I played deep before. Are the levels what, hour and a half or 2 hours, or how long are the levels? Oh, hour levels. Yeah, you're gonna definitely have to play. You're gonna have to really, definitely gonna have to mix it up a little. Not in level 1, but by the does it go 4-8, 5-10, or is it 4-8, 5-10? Okay, so
it goes 2-4, 3-6, 4-8, 500, 1,000.
So you're going to be playing 10 levels at one. You'll be ending with 1 and 2,000 at the end of day 1. Is that correct?
Level 10 is 2 and 4,000.
Wow, 2 and 4. So how many? Did they say how many levels they're playing on day 1?
Yeah, let me take a quick look.
It's very interesting. I figure they'll probably play eight levels. I would presume 8-hour levels. That's what I would think. But yeah,
I don't see it real quick.
That definitely, you're definitely going to have to. You're definitely going to have to. It's definitely going to have to. Not in level 1, but by the time you get to the 5 and 10,
right.
You're going to 4 hours into the tournament. You're going to have to pretend like you're on day 3 of another tournament. That's for sure.
Right.
So,
I assume that you're going to play.
Of course.
Yeah.
I'll be good. I know. See, I understand like the structure. I don't think you have to play fast right away, but I think by level 4, where it's 600, 1200 with the, well, I never play anyhow until the 200 antes in the pot anyhow. So when it goes to 612 with the 2 antes, where there's 3600 around, you know, that's when you got to play.
Level 5 is 612 and 100. Level 6 is
oh, really?
16 with 200.
All right. Well, you won't have to play till it goes to 8 and 16 with 200 then. So you could be patient until then. So, all right, man.
Okay.
I probably shouldn't have said that out loud, man. Too many people watching this will probably learn more about poker. But they're gonna learn. They're gonna learn anyhow when they get my new book coming out, also called The Art of Extraction. So that'll be out in the end of the year. All right, buddy. Thanks for the call. Enjoy the book, and you take care and have a good weekend.
You too, Mike.
Peace.
Thanks.
Okay, everybody. Thank you for joining us today on the Mouthpiece. I hope you enjoyed the show. Thanks for all the callers. I hope you enjoy your book. And we'll be seeing you all. I don't know when, but we'll let you know when we're going to have a show for the Mouthpiece. Probably going to be some random mouthpieces up from the World Series, random interviews. Not quite sure if there's going to be any call-in shows or not, but you check with my MySpace messages and with cardplayer.com. And you'll see if we'll have some mouthpieces during the World Series. I'm sure we will. So for all you out there, take care. Thanks for calling. I'm Mike. I'm out of here.